So I really love Roots or No Roots by Alice Merton because I needed that shake up this morning as I was sharing that astrologically it's kind of a harsh moon for some of us who are not born into this. I am a Leo and this is part Leo moon, but I'm telling you I'm having my ups and downs. So it's really important to know that as we grow spiritually, this stuff does affect us because claiming that you're an empath, guess what? You feel it all. At the moment we claim something, that is exactly what happens to us. So just like if we claim that we're happy, we become happy. We're sad or depressed, we become sad or depressed. There was a time in my life, and I'll share with you ladies, that when my daddy died when I was 13, almost 14, and he was 58 years old, I used to say to myself, I'm going to die at 58 from cancer. And I programmed it in. This year I'm 57. And so I have 6 months till I'm 58 and I'm cancer free. But the point is that we program into us things that we don't want. So be aware of what you speak and what you say and what you feel. All right. So did you guys get your emails with the full moon directions? Because I want to do that here. First of all, I would like to ask you, perfect. First of all, I'd like to ask you guys, do you have questions about the homework? Probably not because many of you do it, but if you do, I'm here. We're here. Okay. All right, Bebop and Babes, you guys are like rock stars in here. So, first important thing is to let you guys know that if you haven't seen it, the retreat has moved to the 20th of February because I'll be traveling on the 6th. And we already have one of our healers who's coming to work on you guys through Zoom. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So I'm going to send out in the next couple days a list of the few things that you'll need to have prepared for the retreat. And they'll look like this. And you can start to get those if you want. I'm wondering if Jody's okay. Can you just text me if you're okay, Jody? Or put it here. So the first thing that you'll need to get is the first thing that we need to get is a cacao. For each of you get your own cacao mix. Doesn't have to be, make sure that it's high grade, but it doesn't, please don't get something super expensive or something super large. If you have it, super. If you don't want to go to Amazon.com, you can get it. Sorry, I'm watching Jody. You can get it at like Whole Foods or something like that. If you want, you can also get yourself. So if this was a paid retreat, I would be sending you guys all packages with this, but each package comes out to 20, 30 bucks, and so, and then to mail it and the time, I decided I'm just going to ask you guys to do it for this one. And then I have, and if you want to have it, you can have a regular mug, it's okay, but like a little Japanese earthen bowl that you can drink out of. Ceremony is all about the ceremony, the ritual, the aspect of prayer, the healing, the absorption into our body. And so, so the cacao and that, and make sure you have a little, I don't care what color it is. Some people are like pink for self-love. You can have a white, a red, a purple, a pink. If you have another color, you don't have to buy one, but make sure you have a candle because that's going to be used in your, okay, I'll give you your homework now. It's not to do now, but so that you know, I'm going to have you, I'll send you a list. You guys are going to be doing a bath that night and also journaling because you're going to be having your heart opened and your womb opened. And so we want you to be supported, and I want you guys to, and I'll also reaffirm this when we get closer, but you guys are going to let me know the next day, either by, I'll give you the options of text, email, Facebook messaging, because I want to be there for you. And I want to celebrate with you your greatness of what you're moving into, literally. These retreats where we work on the heart and the womb, they're astronomically amazing. I mean, literally, they are life-changing and shifting. I'm working on our second guest. We don't have a lot of time. We're just going to go 4 hours. So if you guys want to just make sure your afternoon is open, because it is a day of relaxing afterwards and contemplation, then I might get another guest to come too. I actually want 3 to come and work your bodies on sound, numerology, and breath work. We have our breath work administered. I'm really bad with surprises. Here I am just cheering you all. I'm just so excited. It's been a while since I've done a retreat, so that's why I'm excited. And for me, they're just beautiful spiritual parties. So the cacao, a cup, a candle, and then think about, I'll also send you stuff for your bath, okay? Which will be very simple, nothing expensive, but I'll send that out to you guys too, the information. Okay, no questions about the homework. Let's get started on our glorious ritual. So I would like you guys to have at least a paper available for journaling. Paper for journaling, and any of your selenite with you. And Mia needs to bring up exactly what she said, even though I do this all the time. I'm fine with it. Let's just go for it. I'm fine with it. So I'm going to teach it verbally the way I wrote it and teach it. So what we're going to do is we're going to clear our bodies of anything that doesn't serve us, literally. So we pick up energies and attachments and things like that. The full moon is a beautiful time to release and manifest, to create, to come in. The new moon is all about manifestation and abundance. So as you see, when we do this with the higher elevation for our own good. So as you're clearing your body, you may take your, and remember this is being recorded too for you guys, you may take your wand and you can either move up your body to your crown and release, or you can move down to the ground to release. But it's about moving it along your body, not touching you like this, but like this. And so you're calling in Archangel Michael, Gabriel, and Raphael. And you're asking them to send the unclean energies to be, you can use words like transmuted. I usually, when I really get into my processes and I'm not thinking, that I use the words transmutation and stuff, but I try not to, because I don't want to be so esoteric that I'm always up here. I want to be here with humanity. So literally, you're asking Archangel Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel to support the clearing of this, to bring in the light, to take the energy that was just removed from your body and disperse it into the universe and into the light. So it's really beautiful. And then we're going to sit down and write out what we want to release and then what we want to bring in. Okay. And after that, we're going to rip it up and we're going to burn it. And and if you guys have the same thing and feel comfortable, you may not feel comfortable. I got a glass jar and I'm going to do it here with you just so you can see it as it burns. You don't have to necessarily do yours now. You can always do it tonight on the full moon, because I'm going to be doing this a couple times in the Universal Love Project, and then maybe even tonight I might do it again. So this is why we're doing it today, because this is the full moon officially, and so it's very exciting. So okay, so take out and if you don't have your selenite, then just know that the intention of all of this works just as much. Look at me, look. She's like flashing her selenite. The intention is what we put into our body for rejuvenation, for manifestation, for clearing, for love. And so if you don't have this, just move your hands. They're just as beautiful. I bought this for fun. You know, I also send them to some of my clients. So did you get one of these, Story?
No.
Oh my gosh, girl, I'm going to send you one. You got one, right? Laura, or did you choose something else? You got one? Okay. Woohoo! See, it's like going to the dentist when you become my private client. I send you a gift out of the goodie box, out of the Mystic goodie box. All right, guys. So If you've got your selenite, great. If you don't, it's okay. Let's, oh wow, look at Joanne. She can look, Joanne do that again. Look at, she came prepared. That's so great. Look at that massive thing. So just begin your movements, your space here. I'm going to do it as well. I guess in case anybody needs me and wants to talk, it means I'm going to actually do it in my chair. I was going to go right here and do it, but I'm going to do it in my chair. So I have my shoes off. You guys have your shoes off. You don't have to get naked for this, but your shoes. And move the energy up, the clearing. Your hair has a lot of energy too. Let me know when you guys are done. I'm just basking over here. Okay. When you're done with that part, and don't let me rush you. When you're done with that part, you can begin writing your release. I'm sorry, your release, and then you're bringing in your manifestation.
Are we writing what we're releasing and then going right into manifesting, or just done releasing first?
No, do it that way, releasing and then manifesting all at once. You just
Okay.
you flow. Okay. Jody, are you almost ready? Can you give me a thumbs up or a kick or something? Yeah, perfect, babe. Thank you, honey. So for those of you who are just finishing up this part of it, and if you're deep, deep, deep within, just let me know so I can be quiet and let you finish. Okay. I wanted to share something with you earlier. Eva sent me something that explains today when it's full moon and 5 planets are aligned and my emotions are all over the place. That little girl, she's like, one minute she's happy, the next she's like freaking out. And so perfect. Okay, so with this, ladies, we take this. This is really super fun at night to light candles and get your altar ready. Normally, as I had mentioned in the email, that it's, or in the direction, that you have a light meal, because the idea of food and spirituality is to create a light body. And I'm not talking about, lightweight. It can be, but a light body of glow and essence. And so sometimes when we have too much heavy food or we're not feeling well, it's not in the best way for our spiritual to be flowing. So just be aware of that. And of course, never starve yourself. And then after your ceremony, you're supposed to rest. Like any energy thing, contemplate, drink lots of water, and eat something sustainable, meaning that if you feel that it's nutrition that you need, or if you feel it's a cookie, whatever, that it brings you to being grounded and feeling satiated and sustained and all of that. So this is about you. So now what we do is we take this and we read it out loud to ourselves. And when you're in a group, you can share it. We don't have to share it here because some of them are very personal. And so you go through and you read it out loud. Good. Beautiful. And then you put it. I have my nifty little, and water too, of course. My jar that stinks of when my son made spaghetti last night, and I burn it. And I'm going to stick it in the jar and I'm going to burn it. This is so it's protected. I also am using this to support my desk. I'm going to let you guys see it. Oh yeah, good. Lou has hers. Wow. Look at stories. And so as you can see, mine is starting to burn. Don't put the lid on.
That got a little out of control.
So please have water by it, everybody. And you can also take something like I'm taking a piece of paper and I'm making sure, and it also gets smoky. You want it all to burn. And so you can always take it outside tonight and do it, or when you have time. It's about, and then in this process here, we're supporting the energy and literally rising it to the ethers, to the universe. And so there's something really gorgeous about being at night after this process. I mean, I'm talking about feminine gorgeous and being with your fire, watching it burn and doing your spiritual work, lifting to be transmuted into the universe and to be heard and course corrected or brought in as manifestation. So safety first always. And a lot of us live in well, I was thinking of when I lived in LA and I lived in an apartment where I had to be really careful. Okay, of course I have to be careful here too. So as I'm letting this burn, I'm not sure if I want the smoke to come in my house, but I might put the lid on it. So we're almost at the end of the ceremony part. This is a demonstration. You guys can do it. Maybe those of you who are in Universal Love Project might want to redo it a little bit more intensely tonight, or you might want to do it by yourself. Yeah, by yourself. So it's about you and, whew, let me lower this a minute. It's about you and your goals for this. Yeah, I'm actually going to smother it, put the lid on it for safety, and I'm going to finish burning it later on. In fact, I might have 3 jars of this stuff by the time I'm ready to take it out to the barbecue and light her up. All right, so I'd like to ask, and I'd like you guys to share, what were your, you don't have to tell me what exactly transpired, but what were your emotional feelings about the release? I'm going to start with Lou. Or Marie Louise. You got to come on speaker, honey.
Yes. Yeah, I'm looking for it. Relief. Yeah.
Nice.
It felt really like, got rid of all the past traumas and stuck emotions and my fear of my husband and fear of the unknown and my future and letting go of confusion and being unliked, the fear of being unliked. I mean, who cares? Who gives a shit? I mean, I like myself. So, right? That's important.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. And as we do, we get really, really into what it is, right? So each time you do it today, it's going to you can repeat your stuff, but it'll probably get deeper and deeper. And once you do this like twice a month for the new moon and the full moon, it literally becomes, I haven't done it in a while because of the C word that I was dealing with. And so this is actually my first one since then. And so
what did you feel?
What, honey? What did I think?
What do you feel?
I felt slow at it, but it felt good because I had you ladies with me. And of course, at night, I found out something interesting about myself. And this is something that I'd like you guys to identify for yourselves too. I am more feminine at night. I just am. I had an experience recently that showed me that during the daytime, I'm not as feminine as I am at night, perhaps because I've become so into my business and teaching, even though that's feminine. So be aware of when your sexy times, your feminine times, your brilliant spiritual times, your times to manifest, your times to do your energy work. It's all about going back to that space. And then I'll take it back over to you guys. It's all about going into that space of where you are. And remember, let's stop and listen and ask our body how we're feeling. When we're aware of these energies of how we're feeling, these emotions, that's where we want to be. We want to understand our emotions, cut through everything so that we can allow spirit to move through us. So is that good? Did I share good, Lou?
Yeah. I loved it. I definitely will do it every month. Thank you so much for all that information, because you did give it to me like a few months ago and I did it. I couldn't find the information anymore. So you do your own variable. How do you say that? But now I'm going to definitely keep I wrote everything down. I'm going to definitely do it twice a month. Very nice. Thank you.
Beautiful. Also, I'd like to say saging You can sage you, your body, and your house. Like if you want to have a clarity, like you feel like you have an attachment to you or something,
Okay.
or you're just not even sure, just sage your house every day at the same, when you feel your most spiritual and enlightened, call in Archangel Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel to support the clearing, and then do your bodies as well, just like we did with the selenite wand, just briefly, and then, then move it to the rooms. We go in the
I'm
corner, we go
yeah,
in the. What,
I'm
honey?
really on these days. I mean, I have my sacred bath in the morning. I do the sage that you suggested. I do the wand. My tarot cards, your meditations. It's all very helpful. So thank
Beautiful.
you very
Good, I'm glad, honey. So as you're clearing, you go to the corner, whichever corner you want. You have a window open, your door closed, and you go to the top corners and the ceilings and along the walls, and you're making it, when you spin it, you're making it smoke more, and you're asking for the support constantly of Archangel Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel. And so the reason that we keep repeating their names is because other angels, other beings want to come and support. And so we're actually specifically only looking for those three. Those three are healers, archangels, Metatron and all that. They're amazing healers. If you want to call them Metatron, I guess you can. But the thing is that when you feel really comfortable with your specific team, it makes the clearing so much easier. You're smoother and all that. So as you're going through, moving the smoke around in the rooms, the ceilings, you want it to go out the window, and you close the window. Then you go out your room, close that door. If you don't have a door, like in a living room or in a great room or something like that, just keep moving around and just keep clearing, 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 and then push it out the front door or the back door.
Okay, that's a
So-
great tip. Thank you.
So the end result is to get it out of the house, okay? Now, Laura, how was yours, honey? How was your emotional part of it?
Okay, I have to admit, I did not feel any release, but I didn't do the burning either. I didn't feel like I had anything safe to do it with.
Right.
But it's weird. I was blaming this on my cycle, but now that you mentioned the whole moon thing, the past couple of days I've been really depressed, really depressed. And yesterday I was angry on top of it, just for no good reason, really. So I'm still feeling it, and what we just did it was my first time, and again, I didn't complete the whole thing, so it didn't really do much to alleviate that.
Yeah.
So
For you, and knowing you like I do, I think tonight, when it's dark, to maybe even set yourself off with like a very, look at the way your room is now. It's very sexy, right? And so it gives a good energy for you as a woman. And we want to stand in our healer place, so powerful and strong. So do this, get your candles lit, get in the zone, and try it again with the awareness that you're connecting to the femininity of the divine. God is male, female, father, mother, God, or father, mother, universe, or God, goddess, however you look at it, whatever feels right for you, because everybody is different. Joanne might have a different aspect of it because she's indigenous, spirit, creator, so whatever language you're using it for you to support you. So anybody else that this feels congruent with, do it that way too. Get yourself all in the femme and do it, because the moon is feminine, and it really does call us. It works with our oceans, it works with our body, it works with everything. Anything else, Lori?
no, so
Okay.
thank you.
Thanks. All right, Story, you're next, honey.
Okay, so you set me up with Darcy, which is like pretty fortuitous. I've been wanting to do something, like my body's been bothering me more and more and more, and just haven't been able to. I don't really eat that much differently, but just I haven't been able to exercise at all, and I'm like, I got to do something about this, and I'm sick of it. And so part of what I was getting rid of is like the hopelessness I feel at being in this body for the rest of my life. So like being like stuck in this body for the rest of my life and all of the inconveniences it currently carries. That and getting rid of the shame about my sexuality that I feel. And boy, I don't think you guys saw how big that thing got when I lit it on fire.
I did see when you jumped backwards with it. I was like, holy smokes. Her office is
I was
gonna
like,
be lit up.
damn. Yeah, so I was like, whoa.
That's why we normally do this outside, but I really wanted to do this with you ladies.
I'm so glad I didn't put it in the shot glass that I thought I was gonna put it in.
Oh my
because it would have
God, yes, yes, yes. Milu had or Marie Louise had a bowl. Some people use abalone shells. So whatever
Yeah.
you want to get.
I was ill prepared, so I had to use the coffee cup I had here that had my treats in it.
Okay, hopefully they didn't burn. Okay, thank you. Anything else, honey?
No, I didn't have the wand with me, so I just grounded
Yeah.
and then did like a visual, and then I let the energy work its way through where it wanted, and it really stuck like in my floor chakra for quite a while, and it was like you could see like or I could see like a tornado kind of.
Yeah.
And then it went up into my solar plexus, and then it kind of like went in my arms and stuff like that, but it mostly stuck in those two. So it was just interesting to see. And then it kind of got up to my head, and I felt like I was like lifting up off of my chair. And I was like, oh my God, are they seeing this? Whenever like you're being filmed, you're always trying to be like, you're always trying to be like, don't worry about that you're on camera. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And then all of a sudden it just went like whoosh, like that, like out. So that was really cool.
Yeah. Yeah. That sounds really powerful, honey. And I see I just checked. I have your address still, so I will send you your wand. I'm so sorry.
Yay.
I thought I sent you something. I'm so sorry. Okay.
That's okay.
That was also during my early diagnosis, I guess.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right, honey, thanks. Darcy.
Okay. Yeah, I'm glad that you said that about the moon. I mean, like I knew that, but to hear you say that too, like really validates it. Cause I just, man, the last couple of days, like, I mean, my emotions are just up, down. I mean, I'm like laughing one minute, I'm just upset and crying the next minute. And so, and even now, just, coming into space, like I just feel kind of just flat and down. And so, my release, like I'm writing everything down. It's stuff that I've been working on all week. So it didn't have a charge for me really, other than because it's the same stuff. And then I intend to tonight outside to go burn it. So when Laura said too that she wasn't having a feeling, that I totally relate to that, because that's my experience over here right now. I'm just feeling really just kind of just
you're also in a place that's not your permanent home, you're visiting, and so that also, I believe, throws you off.
Yes, and there's a lot of tension here, so it's just to feel off.
Yeah, well, you'll get it tonight, seriously.
Yeah.
Are you going to be on the other one, on the other call?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, good. We're going to do it again then. I almost used the word attempt. We're going to do it then. So that can be either another segue in, or you might get it that way. Laura, if you want to, you listen to it, I think, afterwards, but if you want to join, you can join. It's up to you. Of course, you'll have enough of me. I'm meeting Laura after this, so she's going to have enough of me. All right, wonderful. Thank you, Darcy. Joanne, will you share your emotional experience?
I didn't have much of an emotion experience because oh, there's a rainbow, a sundog.
Isn't it so
Wow.
cool?
That is beautiful. Because I'm not in my feminine right now. It's not nighttime yet. And I know that. So I told myself, it's okay. Just go through the motions and you're still going to benefit by going through the motions. And you're just practicing. And then when you do it more tonight, because usually what happens for me is I'll smudge my whole house. I have a bunch of different medicines that I grow and I harvest myself, and I make a mixture. And so I'll burn that and I'll use that in my house and clean myself off. And then I will go, that's the beginning of the ceremony. And then I'll have my mantles all set up and then the candles will be going and stuff. And then I'm in trance and I'll just quickly go into trance. And I couldn't even go into trance. And plus in my culture, we're not supposed to do this kind of stuff on a being camera,
Right.
being videoed. So it's such a, like, that's been drilled into my head. Like,
It's a foreign thing, right?
yeah, and it's been drilled into my head that you're not supposed to do that. So, I kind of knew that. And so I'm like, okay, a bit of, what's the word? Mixed emotions, I guess, So, and I know that. And so I'm just telling myself, it's okay. It's okay. You're not really doing much anyway, Joanne. You're not really doing
We're
anything
working
wrong.
it to feel it. So that,
Yeah. So I was just telling myself that, but I did do some writing. I did write down quickly just what came to mind in terms of releasing and manifesting. So, and that is good practice for me. And so tonight when I do it, I'll write again and then I'll put them both together and I'll burn them. I have a wood stove, so pellet stove, I'll throw it all in there. Because it's extremely, extremely cold out and I'm not going to go out and make a fire tonight.
right.
So, but I really appreciate the ceremony. It's, I know that it has so many benefits. Oh, and the one I asked, I've been so darn cold. My shins are freezing. So I asked them, I said, please, can you warm me up? Can you take the chill out of my shins? Gone.
That's beautiful. Now
Gone.
you
All
have,
I could feel is the little remnants in my shin bone where it was cold. It's just still releasing.
yeah,
But you guys, the cold is gone.
that's beautiful, honey. So what's the temperature there today? Minus 22 or more?
It was minus 31 when I woke up.
Okay. I'm seeing
And it warmed up to a little bit. Maybe it's 28. It was 28 earlier. I'll check my phone. Oh, look at this beautiful wand.
That is
Look at this.
gorgeous. That is
This
gorgeous.
is the Mystic
Isn't that malachite?
Melanite. Mystic
Malachite.
Melanite.
Is it
Malachite.
malachite or
Melanite.
Huh,
Merlinite.
Huh.
Merlinite.
Merlinite.
Merlinite. It's
Does it
for
look a
mystics.
I wonder if it's a cross with, grown with malachite, because that's what it kind of looks like.
Yeah, it's called Melanite on here. Merlinite.
Merlinite.
Yeah, pretty nice, eh? So I had that
Yeah.
too.
Gorgeous, gorgeous. Yeah. And I did write the for this moon also the stones. I love that you're using that one. Always use your intuition, everyone. So her stone is meaning properties of power. Okay, it's a Wizard Merlin one. That's what I figured, but very, very cool.
Those were the closest to me that I could just grab. I've got others that I'm gonna put on the mantle for tonight's ceremony. I haven't done that yet, so
And for you, you
That's the
might
other
want to
thing.
put some ancestors on your mantle too. Or at least maybe light candles in their name, and everyone else too. Let's start to bring in the beauty. This isn't about, this is spiritual love work. This isn't about spooky witchcraft or anything like that. I mean, we do have some of those in here. Not spooky, but ones that follow that path, and that's okay. So do what feels right for each of you. I love your Merlinite. Thank you so
yes,
much.
thank you.
Honey. Oh, what I was going to say was I kept seeing smoke off of your left shoulder there going across. Is that
Okay.
being so cold? Do you see?
Maybe that was releasing from my legs, I wonder,
Okay,
but
so
I
right
don't
here,
see it.
see where that my hand thing is on the, do you guys see on Joanne's screen, my cursor going back and forth? Yes or no?
What do you see?
Can you see my cursor next to Joanne, or am I just cuckoo?
Oh, yeah, I can see your cursor.
I can see the smoke.
It's right there.
It's
Yeah.
right here, honey. It's right here in your hallway. So you called something in. Is my
Oh, yeah, I could see the
voice-
light. I could see it. It's a light.
And then also there's smoke right here, unless that's coming from a kettle.
Nope.
Gee.
No, the kettle's over there.
All right, I'd like us just to be quiet for a moment, close our eyes, give gratitude, because this is really powerful when we can see not apparitions, but that kind of thing. And don't get scared, Laura. It's really it's a beautiful thing. It's a witness that something's there.
That's great.
Thank you, Creator, for sharing us and showing us the beauty beyond. Yeah, just a little bit of gratitude, everyone, and you can open your eyes. When we get mystical, things pop up all the time. I have to laugh because there's like ancestral orbs that come around kissing cheeks and all sorts of stuff. So
Yeah.
All righty, so you're up, Eva. Thank you so much, honey.
Whoa, hi everyone. Thank you all for sharing. That was really a really beautiful experience, seeing that smoke and the ritual and everything that we've been doing so far as a group today. I'm so grateful. I've too been really feeling the intensity of shifting emotions, and my cycle is linked up with the moon's phases, so I feel like that kind of makes everything a bit more intense. I did sort of drop into a trance-like state as we were writing what we were releasing and manifesting, so I was just dropped into that space for the experience. And yeah.
Beautiful. Anything else, love?
No, thank you so much, ladies.
And Jody, I'm not sure if you want to come on. If you do, move your camera. If you don't, honey, it's okay. Okay, there's you. Hi, honey.
Hello.
So
Okay.
what did you feel and get from that experience?
Okay. The last few days, I've been kind of.
I know. We can't hear you, Angel.
Okay. Take this off. Can you hear me now?
For the last few days, you've been
we
kind of
go.
down. Yeah. What,
Okay,
honey?
so I've been kind of tripping out for the last 2 days.
Mhm.
So when I was in the bath, I was sweating. So it was blood, sweat, and tears of my ancestors, my mothers. And I had the vision of I have to pick up like the root song. I'm tossing the roots away that I don't need. Like those aren't mine. I don't choose those. The new roots I put down are what I choose. So I'm reaching into the ground. I'm pulling up my Marys. Like my grandmothers are Marys. Alva Marie, Mary. So I'm pulling them up like blankets out of the ground, covering myself like skirt. I don't know, it's kind of trippy, but. And then I see spider webs, and their fabric is what my wings are made of. They give me flight. I fly. I know it's crazy, so that's where I'm at. So, and I'm gonna do my ceremony tonight with my girlfriend by the moon, by the lake, and it's like, woo! So, yeah, that's where I'm at.
That's
And I
lovely.
gotta go pick her up. So I gotta leave. So thank you.
All right, honey. I'm glad. Thank you so much. And
That was
Carol-
so not crazy. That was so beautiful.
yeah, and I sent you a private message, Story, because I'd like you to help with the closing here. Wow, there's a lot of stuff that as I'm still just really loving what's going on in Joanne's place. And I want us to understand that this is not scary. We all feel the love here, seriously. If you ever are out, because you know I teach mystics their gifts, and so if you ever get to the point where you are afraid of something or you feel that energy, stop, focus in, don't show fear, literally focus in, call in divine love, call in God, understand. One of the wordings that absolutely will dissolve anything that's attacking you, weird, but I've learned this from non-Christians, And actually someone became Christian because of it. In the name of Jesus Christ, I command you to stop. Literally. I used it in July when I was staying at, some of you know my healing story. I would go to a motel every week so that I could have my own private, mystical, whatever healing stuff that I wanted to do. And so I was out at midnight trying to relax before going to bed. And those three winds, those Vata winds picked up really, and it scared me. One of them I saw coming towards me that looked like a wolf or a bear. I couldn't figure out what it was. The other one was like a horse and a man come running, or not running, but riding through. And as that creature came towards me, I, of course, got up. I mean, I could see this in the wind. Don't know if, you know, we've heard that the Vata winds here are really kind of spooky on this island. And I don't know if it was, you know, in my awareness, or if I'm really, I believe that I was seeing the energy of it. And so as it was coming towards me, I was really getting scared, and I was walking pretty fast to my room. And I used that, and we use it with intention. Absolutely have to know, just like how I killed cancer. That's it, it's done. But it has to, you have to work the awareness and the trust within you. That's why it's important to continue to do this kind of stuff, connection, spirit, creator, and allow these things to witness this, because as you build your strength up, they disappear. You don't see a lot of crazy stuff. And when you do get to spot the beautiful stuff, you understand that it's beauty. So that term that I just gave you, the name of Jesus Christ, stop, or I command you to stop, that's also, and don't get scared, but that's also for ET stuff too, the, you know, the ones that, the grays that seem to scare people. So I just wanted to share that. And if you don't, because I just shared this with you, and if you're like, Jesus, why did Mia share it with me? Then just clear it out, because it's only information to support you or to remove. And it's sent in love. Okay, so thank you all. I wanted Story to close us out with a song, and then let me, I'm going to in a minute turn off the recorder so we don't get kicked off of YouTube. And then if everybody wants to say goodbye, they can, and then I'm keeping Laura on. So, okay, thank you.